I'll find my...
Why don't you stand back here? So that we can see the picture.
The flowers, too.
The colors are good. Oh,
Hey, guys. Good, great. Hi, dear. Happy?
Well, has it been going? Hi, how are you, Vivian? Hi, Joe. I'm Vivian. Sure. That's Charlie. I met him at Aunt Will's quite a while ago.
Oh.
Looks so nice. What an occasion, huh?
Okay.
After about downstate to our
Oh, yeah.
It's navy blue. Oh, thank you very much. I love it. Did you see it before? No, it's not today. Oh, I see. I thought maybe you had a wedding cap on. No, I like it. I really like it. Don't you?
As long as it's all in fun. And then but somebody picked that up for someone, and they're not around to enjoy it anymore.
What is that? What's the bell?
Oh, but you have to read the poem.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, it just came. Millie said something about she had to jot down a note or something. And I said, well, I'm glad you're doing it because I'm not, don't expect me, because I thought she was saying we should each put a little note in there. And I said, I just can't get into that now.
But it took a long time getting there, didn't it? I mean,
We're here. We're here. Hey, that's an accomplishment.
one, right? Oh, I mean, 45 years. Yeah.
I'm still thinking young, aren't you, Doc? Hey, so what? We're close to 70. We're past. So what? Well, we made it. That's what I figured. We made it.
Oh, Chuck, you'll get my nose. That's all you'll get. Stay away a little far. It's dark.
We're doing 50 years ago today.
50 years ago. I didn't remember that Thelma and I drove to the wedding together. She told me this morning.
How'd you think you got there?
I drove.
You drove, but she went with you?
She went with me. She had stayed the night from where we were living, from Highland Park. She and I drove in our car. Helen had gone to Vivian.
Did she have the wedding dress on, or was that changed at the house?
No, she changed at the house. And I don't remember much.
We were on South Avenue already. South Avenue.
That's what I wondered. I don't remember much. I can see the house. Mother and Dad came down from Minnesota. Mother and Dad came from Minnesota.
I wonder. Let's see, 50 years ago, 1941.
Yeah, 41.
We were
Before the war.
Yeah, before the war.
Yeah, the summer before the war.
Oh, but it's true. Mother and Dad came from Minnesota.
Yeah, Mother and Dad came down.
Did you have to practice the wedding march much, or did you just get the sheet music?
Probably. I mean, I probably was petrified. How old were you then? 21.
13. Boy, that's...
It was fun at that time to be included into a grown-up wedding. I mean, now Thelma's going to be my age now, but at that time I was.
Oh, yeah.
She was so old. Everybody was so old.
Did you ever see the movies? You know, there's movies of that, which I've seen.
Many years ago.
Yeah. I don't know if they disintegrated into nothing now, but there were some.
Yeah.
You know, black and
I
whites.
think somewhere along the line, they still lived on Greenbrier.
Yeah. And drug them out there? Yeah. It seemed like it was a fairly sunny day, a nice day, at least not as hot as today.
It was. I remember details about it. For instance, when Edwin had to go to Carrialas Edwin had to go somewhere to get some item for Thelma's dress.
Last minute?
Last minute. I wonder what that would have been. But no, see, that was on South Avenue. So that's something else. It's somebody else's wedding. Maybe yours. Edwin? Yeah. Edwin?
No, because Edwin would have gone.
Had a very small wedding. Just hard to know about it. I don't know how long Doris has been married. How long has Doris been married?
Ed and Doris got married when? 48? 49?
Doris, I think 48 sounds. Griff was born already.
Okay, he was born in 47. 46?
Yeah, 46. Yeah.
That's right, Cliff's 48. So.
Yeah. But isn't it funny when Thelma was getting dressed?
Well, yeah, but 85
We're always
years
going to
ago.
remember all this. And we never do.
Oh, yeah.
It's too bad we don't write it down. It's not, it's important at the time, but you people like it, remember?
Oh, sure, yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Oh, blood.
Yes.
We were talking about what you were doing 50 years ago.
What was I doing?
Yeah.
Well, I believe that the ceremony was over, and I must have been at the bar.
What about before that?
For me. What about? Okay, all right. All right. I ordered a Manhattan, and Morris eggs, and Grandma Helander. We worked all day long.
Oh, yeah.
That's really cute.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
And verse is
I
really
remember
something.
that very well.
How did you get stuck with all the work?
That's Doris's.
I don't know.
I like yours.
Because I wanted to, I guess. No, I know. The thing is this, that we have been at, we had spaghetti tonight.
Right.
And Elve, go back to Highland
Highland
Park.
Park, right.
Thelma went with her overnight, so, and they left me at
Okay.
So that's, and then the morning started.
Yeah. What time was the wedding? Was it early afternoon?
What time was the wedding?
4 o'clock, right?
About that.
That's a long day before that, then.
Oh, yeah, well, it was exciting.
Was it a nice weather? I remember the movies were, yeah.
Very nice.
Well,
Beautiful.
Edwin had to go to the Heinz and get a brazier.
That's, Millie was saying that there was something that Ed had to go on and get. And we couldn't remember.
Where were we? Yeah.
It was a brazier
Yeah.
that Ed had to go get.
Did you leave this somebody or did we live? Yeah, isn't that nice? Oh, we were, I was at Coon, Elve was at Nathan's. Was I at Lyman's? Oh, I guess so. I was sitting with me. Yeah, I was. I had to be. Yeah, but you remember Elve and I arrived and you came to the car, we finally got out of the car, he says, what size brazier do you wear? I hated for a lot of people. I don't know, you were there when I was born. I don't know where was. I wish I could have been around and asked that clerk. I'm hurting for a drink.
You are? Where's the,
Well,
Fortunately, when I opened it, I kind of opened it like this, and then I saw there was something in there. So,
well, that's when you came back to California, then you were doing this also, right?
Yeah, we had to show everybody, I guess.
Oh, I see. I said, Doris.
Ring the bell. I've got some prepared remarks I'd like to introduce Cliff with, so if I can start off. We're really so happy to have everyone here for this 50th wedding anniversary for Orv and Thelma, and from now on, if I could, I'd like to be a little more informal and call them Mom and Dad. You people are the ones that are really important to us, and the ones that we turn to when there's sad times, and certainly the ones we want to share good times with. This is one of those good times. We've been, Cliff and I have been, and Leslie and MaryLee have been talking about this for over a year now, what we should do to commemorate this event. And we had a lot of decisions to make over the course of that year. The first one was, where are we going to have this thing? The Mom and Dad now make their home in Florida, and that's a really great place to visit. But Cliff pointed out the fact that, you know, at the end of May in Florida is going to be really hot and humid and sticky. Up to Illinois where it's nice and cool and dry. So what next? You know, the obvious thought then was Waukegan. That's the place that Cliff and I were born and raised. It's a place, obviously, that 50 years ago this wedding was held on Whitney Hill there. And I remember as a kid, I remember these endless yards that went on, the big house there, and all the things that were part of that home. The problem is, of course, now we'd be holding this reunion in the parking lot of a 714-unit apartment building. This didn't seem appropriate to have it there. I remember also thinking back on that one time when I was in 8th grade. I just graduated in 8th grade. A friend of mine came up to pick me up for a party, and he came in his own car. And I remember Mom sort of raising her eyebrows. Well, this, you know, she had to realize this guy was 18 years old. It took him a little longer to get through 8th grade. I'm not sure he graduated with me yet, but he may still be there. That's quality school. But she decided at that point it was time to move. And also, yeah, the place that Ed and Doris used to live was the barn apartment, I guess. But I remember as a kid standing on the landing of that up on the second floor, and taking my model airplanes. I spent hours and hours building and floating them off and watching for a couple seconds as they floated there and then crashing to the ground with that gravel driveway. And then, of course, there's Cliff out in the field playing baseball.
All by himself?
All by himself. He'd be on the pitcher's mound, he'd be winding up, and he'd throw this brilliant pitch, and he'd run up to the batter's box, and he'd swing and hit the ball out of the county. And then round the bases.
Then weren't you the Hawk? Wasn't it the Hawk?
Black Hawk.
Right, okay.
So that didn't seem to work out. Waukegan was a nice place, but we thought home to us, home at least to me, the place that I went to high school. When we first moved here was the fall of '59. They started building their own house, their dream house, here on the lot that they had had for quite a while. And I know for that first half year, Cliff and I commuted with Dad to when he went to work, he dropped us off to school, and we wound up back at the store and went home with him at night. And then finally, in the spring of '60, the house was ready, and we moved in. And I started high school there and graduated from high school. And for me, that graduation from high school was really an event. Cliff would have made it, but he spent too much time on the golf course. Someday he'll get his GED.
He wasn't kidding when he was going to pick this one.
For me, you know, coming home from college, this was the place you came home to, and then graduate school. And of course, I got married here, married in Tally in Lake Forest. And you know, Cliff has always felt this is the place that he's coming home to when he comes home. So this is the place to have it. And even this building, we're thinking about places to have this event. This building has some particular significance for us. This used to be, before it became a restaurant, it was actually the fire department and the police headquarters for Lake Forest. As a matter of fact, right about here, there was a brass pole that the firemen used to slide down to get down to the trucks to go out and fight the fires. And I remember one night when I was probably a sophomore in high school, Mom and Dad had gone out for dinner someplace, and I was home alone, and I got a call, and it was the chief of police. And he said, if I could raise $25, I could keep my brother from spending the night in jail. I went, I didn't know the folks had gone. I went around the house. I went to every hiding place I knew they had going. Scraped up $25, walked uptown, and got Cliff out of the jail. He had decided he wanted a different perspective on Market Square, so he had climbed the roof of the store. And the police arrested him up there for vagrancy or burglary.
What a crime.
Yeah. This seemed to be the perfect place to have a celebration then, and that's what we're doing. And you're the perfect people to have it with. We'll have some toast later, but I just wanted to say how special this event is for us and how much fun it has for us to get it together, and we're glad it's all happening.
Chuck has basically said it all. I think we've traveled miles and miles, some of us 2 miles, 2,000 miles to be here. So I'll say happy 50.
We have to commemorate this. I know we asked for no presents and nobody listened to us. We're trying to think of what we could do to give the people who are living, who have given us every day. It just doesn't seem to be anything that was really appropriate. And maybe, I'm not sure whether this is appropriate or not, but we've done it. Lake Forest has a program where you can actually dedicate a bench, a park bench. And we were talking about this. We thought this might be really nice. This is something that will be here forever, and it will have a life effect later on it. Somewhere. Read what that says.
On the occasion of their 50th wedding anniversary, Orville and Helander, with love from their kids, May 29, 1991.
This will be placed on a park, well, there's a park bench that has not been put up yet, and I don't know why, because we're certainly talking to the city long enough for it. In South Park, which is near where the house is in Lake Forest here, there's a nice little playground which has got slides and swings, and it's really quite a nice spot. They're going to erect a bench there which will have this plate on it, and it faces the old house, so we can all sort of feel that.
Beautiful.
We don't have our champagne at this time. We do? Okay.
You don't have yours.
No, we're
Here it is.
Should be one for Chris.
We do just want to thank everyone for coming, and certainly wish you guys the best. 50 more. See you here for your 100th.
Sit on the bench.
I think, Thelma, I would like to thank everyone who's here. I'd just like to say that I know we're more in love now than we were 50 years ago.
With each other. Oh, yeah. We're going to have something ourselves that we want to give, because this was given to us almost 22 years ago. It's time you guys got this back.
The anniversary was it?
Yeah.
Engagement present from them. Oh, how cute. We couldn't afford a piano, so we got rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And Vivian refused to play.
Yeah.
As she did tonight, huh? Tonight.
That's playing the wedding parts for them.
Oh, that's darling. They gave me that for you. It's a traveling trophy.
Yeah.
You can give it back, huh? No, you can give it to Cliff and Leslie when they have their next upset.
It says a Helander traveling wedding music box. Doc and MaryLee used August 23rd, 69. Barbara and Thelma, 50th, May 29th, 1991.
Find it.
That's right, it's always there. You never know when it's coming. Well, I know that if Ed could stand up, he would. And he would wish Thelma a happy 50th. We've shared a lot of those years with you. And we'll share many more.
It was our best man, Helen was right.
Helen was watching her just her feet moved and she's on her toes.
Exactly.